Janey, JACKE.
Before we had to start
RuPaul
filming.
is messing up your mind.
Yes.
Right. Full tea. We started doing a lot of festivals and big shows and a lot of bookings. And then I did the first Continental sort of, and it all
you
started
won.
The mall. And then, Cherie. And we did the shows at the Harbor Club. And that I had to go to the US, obviously. And as a character.
Is this your RuPaul impression?
No.
Mandy! Aufkneifen!
Hello again, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Welcome back to another episode of the Manic Monday podcast.
Baby, we're back with episode 6 already!
Yes! Drum roll. Woo! So hi everyone. My name is still Mandy McCandy, and we have another host of the show. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the one and only
Tootsi. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year's. It's the first episode after the New Year, in the New Year's, actually. How was your New Year's, baby? How you been?
Oh, I've been hangover for I don't know how many days.
Hangover? Have you drunk a bit?
Yeah, well, it was a very good New Year's Eve. I think I left my friend's home at 4 p.m. the next day.
Oh my God!
So we had a very good party, and I had 2 days off afterwards. So I managed.
Good, as you should. We had.
So how was yours? How was yours?
I actually went out again, and it's like what was my first New Year's free in 3 years, or 4 years actually. I only
Really?
work. Yes, I only work on New
love
Year's.
New Year's Eve. I celebrate it every year. How come you don't?
I hate it.
Oh, no.
No, I don't like it. I hate fireworks. I hate drunk people.
I don't do fireworks.
Well, the whole city does. The
I
whole world
blessed
does.
myself already,
Okay, you know what? With that being said, we're not here alone, obviously. Like every other podcast, we have a guest, and today it is no one other than the gorgeous, the icon, the beautiful, the international national queen herself, the one and only Janey, JACKE.
Hey, hello, girls. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for
on
being
your very
here.
lovely podcast. As a real true queen, I brought gifts. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Still for the new year, of course, but also just as a thank you for having me on your podcast.
That is so sweet.
And it's funny because of the topic we spoke about before we started the podcast. So that's funny how we're at there right now. But yeah, thanks for having me. There you go.
Can we open it? Can we
Yeah, of course. It's just something cute.
Right, so
there's something from the country we're in.
So let me tell what I'm grabbing out of the bag. It's hand cream.
Right, because it's cold. It's the season. We got to take care of our hands.
Oh, is it perfume?
Oh,
It's a little perfume.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because I think also when you do drag, and we all know this, and also with the heavy costumes, also just like working hard and working from place to place and all that stuff. But there's always a reason to smell good when people, when you do meet and greets and all that stuff. And I love the Christina Aguilera range. I was like, let me just get you a cute little. You can never have enough perfume when you're in drag. Really.
Thank you so much.
You know what just happened last weekend? I ran out of my perfume.
Well, there we go.
I always have the same perfume. It's Dolce & Gabbana, and it's the
Better than what you just got in the mail. Anyway.
So I ran out of it. So I wanted to order some new perfume. So
Good.
luckily I didn't.
This is gonna save you another week, girl.
Yeah. All right. So let me open this
Bitch, I spray
quickly.
so much perfume
because I want to
when I'm in drag.
smell it. I want to smell it.
Yeah, I want to
girl.
smell it too. I want to
Do it.
Let me tell
Do you know?
girl, let
do
me
you know
open
one
the
trick
box
that I'll
and
give
then-
to people that we do what they taught me in America, and we don't have the same culture here. But when there's a tipping culture, you always grab your perfume and you spray your hands a little bit so that when you reach for the tip, they smell your perfume. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're always like, I go through bottles, girl, bottles.
I
But
agree.
yeah,
I always say drag as a 4D experience.
it is. It totally is.
But it's true though.
It's a
Although
4D
some of them don't have
experience.
tits, so I don't know how 4D that is. But here we are.
But you know
Girl,
what I mean.
get some extra DFT at the after party.
Oh, girl.
The bottle is so
party.
cute.
Listen, Christina Aguilera perfume has been around for a while, but it's really a nice scent. This is like a little heat one. I like it. It's very cute. It's very sweet.
That is so nice.
It's
I like
very
that.
floral. It's very sweet.
Thank
And
you
it's
so much.
exactly
You're
what you want to
welcome.
smell like if you're a man and you want to look like a woman and you want to smell like a woman.
I don't know what you're talking
If you
about.
don't really look
Just
like a
look at me
woman,
dead in the eye, and I'm just like burning.
and if you don't really look like a woman, then at least you smell like a woman wearing this one.
Just tell them to close their eyes.
Oh, thank you. Now I feel bad I didn't bring you a gift.
No, that's
though.
okay.
Oh, it's
That's
so
okay.
nice.
The
Yes,
invitation was the
on
gift.
table. Put it on the table.
Yeah, next to the hand cream.
Oh my goodness! Wait, actually, I want to spray some too. Actually, can I?
Yeah, just
Yes,
use
of
hers,
course.
girl. It's fine.
Yeah.
Use yours.
So, all right, Janey, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Lovely gifts. So, how are you?
Good. Oh my gosh. It's been, I mean, we're only 5-6 days into the new year, but last year was really, it was a really good and successful and fruitful and very happy year.
You did a lot.
I did a lot. I really worked my ass off last year. It was very intense. We started with the release of The Mole, which we filmed a little bit before, but that was sort of the start of the year. And then, you know, Cherie, and we did the shows at the Harbor Club, and then I was sort of finding the idea to start doing Continental, and then I did the first Continental sort of, you know, and it all
you
started.
won.
And I won, which is great. But then it also came reality that I had to go to the US, obviously, and there's a lot of prep in there. And then we started doing a lot of festivals and big shows and a lot of bookings. I did Maurits House, and then obviously we did Continental.
And you went to Chicago.
So I went to Chicago, and then that was really a scary moment, I guess, because I've watched Continental for so long. And we've talked about this a lot,
we
Tootsi.
have, yeah.
But I watched Continental for a long time, and obviously I was very. The season that I did Mykonos was the same year that Vanessa did Continental. So we were very involved sort of with the group and, you know, our old colleagues and friends that were all at Mykonos. So I really lived that sort of journey. So it was a big thing for me to go to Chicago, and it was a lot of pressure for myself, I guess.
because you knew.
Because I
you
knew
know
the competition, and I knew
Vanessa experienced it.
Yeah, also, and I also know how groundbreaking it was what she did at Continental. So it was like you sort of you want to make somebody proud, and she's a good friend of mine. She's been a mentor in, you know, my drag and my journey around Continental. So you want to make somebody really proud, and I was very happy to make top 12. And obviously, I won talent. And I'm the first European to ever win talent in the 44 years that Continental's been around. So that was
44 years.
I know, and that was very much the cherry on top.
You were the first European.
I'm the first European to ever win talent.
No,
yeah.
because Vanessa was the first European to win.
She's the first European Continental.
Yeah.
Like to win the whole competition. But you have individual winning rounds. So you'll have somebody win evening gown, talent, interview, you know, all of these things. And then I'm the first European to ever win the talent round. But to me, but like if you remember, like the same year that Vanessa won, Trinity K. Bonet did that whole disco number with the gold dress, with like the energy and all that. And she won talent for that. And she was also in the competition this year with me. So it was very much like to win that thing that, you know, and especially in drag, we all have things that we love to do, but I'm very much a talent based girl. Like I love performing. I'm on stage a lot. You know, that's like this is what I love the most. Like I love hosting. I love all these things. But as long as you give me a song and some dancers, I'm good. So that was, you know, that was a good accomplishment. And we came back, and then we did Cherie re-released, you know, the year and seasons and theaters and all that. And then I moved house. I moved in with my boyfriend. And then very last
Congratulations,
thing,
by the way.
Thank you. Very last thing, I got my driver's license within a month, and that was on the 31st.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. So it's just, I'm great. I'm happy.
So you got a car in mind?
I would love a Volvo.
A Volvo?
Oh, hello. Can we work on it? Can we work on a little deal?
Sweden, are you watching?
Yes.
Well, if she gets the car, I just want a driver license. If y'all pay for that, I'm good.
You can drive my car.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, girl.
I'll drive your car.
Yes, bitch. I need a
But
ride.
this is gonna help you, like
I mean-
going to all those bookings,
Oh yeah. Not
putting
only
your
that.
suitcase in the car.
Yeah,
and
not only
then
that, it's also
drive
just
off.
a different type of feeling, you know. But a lot of people know I moved with my boyfriend, and I don't live in the city center of Amsterdam anymore, and that is the reason why I was like, oh, it's time.
Yeah.
You know, because I lived in the city center for so long. What are you gonna do? Pay $7.50 an hour for parking?
No, and
no,
even
ma'am.
and even living in the city center, like as a drag artist, if you do this full time, you are so bound to a car actually for your gigs, for your bookings, because with the suitcases we travel with, the places we have to go to, like if you do, you know, the bar bookings in the city and you live there, of course you can go by Uber, it's easier. But
We all know that story, bitch.
yes, but it's difficult.
Yeah,
It's
it's
you
difficult.
really, because you also have a car and a driver's license, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've had my driver's license for, I don't know, I had to renew it like a few years ago.
Well, good for
So
you, Mandy McCandy.
That's been like 15 years already.
Yeah.
But like owning a car, that's only been like the last 3-4 years.
Shit is expensive.
Since I started
bro.
working at a restaurant, and a restaurant is like bad connection to like public transport. But you should see me arriving at the Harbor Club, because like you also do a show like Cherie Cherie.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been, it's a very good drag
so
show.
good.
If you have not seen Vegas,
Yeah.
it's very
It's so good. I got my first experience for the reopening at the
Yeah.
Cherie. It was so good.
Thanks.
But it's Cherie Cherie. You have like these big boxes with all like they drive a lot of costumes to the theater, right?
Well, we leave a lot of costumes at the theater. You know, when we do Cherie Cherie, there's like a department where we can leave a lot of costumes, and then the girls individually bring in and out of costumes. But when we do the tour, we have the fly cases.
Yeah.
You know, so we have those like the metal boxes that you swing open, and then there's 2 queens per box. Because then we have a truck. You know, when we do the tour, we have a truck. Like we go to place, and even this tour we start soon. It's like Leeuwarden, Groningen, Enschede, Utrecht, Leeuwarden, Sittard. You know, it's like it's everywhere. So there's
if you want to see
know,
this show and you're not available to come to Amsterdam, baby, they're coming to your city nearby. Check them websites, get them tickets.
Yes.
If it's not already sold out.
They can check the Dutch drag dynasty, right?
Yes. You'll find everything there. And it's not fully sold out. Some of the shows are almost sold out, but it's big theater. So, you know, there's some spaces to fill. I think it's like 700, 800 people a show. So it's like, it's next level. Yeah. But then we travel with a a van, like a, hoe zeg je dat?
Ja.
Een
mommy
vrachtwagen.
car. Een
schat.
mommy car.
Ja, gewoon een vrachtwagen.
Oh, a truck.
Yeah, a truck, like a
Yeah.
truck, yeah.
I
With
can't
our faces
imagine.
on it.
I
Oh my
cannot-
God.
I cannot
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
traveling and touring with like how many girls are in the cast? 10?
No,
Bit
it's
less.
like 6 or 7.
That's too much.
Yeah, yeah.
That's too much.
And
But you
but
also
then
have
it's
the
like cast-
dancers.
yeah, the dancers. There's
Yeah.
like 8 or 9 dancers, so it's a big cast. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
There's
there's a
there's
lot of
couple
personalities
cars.
in there.
Yeah,
How
but
is
it's
it?
fun.
Yeah,
it is.
Even backstage.
No, it is. It's a lot of fun. I think that
It's
also
like one big happy family, right?
No,
I mean,
it
it's
is.
the
It
same
definitely
cast
is.
every time.
Yeah, it definitely is. Some people have changed in and out of the cast, especially with the original show and Cherie Cherie. But it is. We're very supportive. We're very loving. We take the piss. You know, we make jokes and we read each other to filth, and it's low kakiri kakaka. But in general, we're there for a great working experience and to put something really great on stage. And we really support and really push each other to be better or to become better or to, find the best in yourself and do all of that. And especially when you see the growth from when they started like 2019, 2020 and COVID hit and we sort of did something in COVID and we did it and we grow and, from one place to the other place, it is growing and it becomes better and better. And there's more rhinestones and then better quality rhinestones and then, a little bit more feathers and then a lot more feathers. And it's like, it's just
because
like piece
I
by
went to
piece.
Cherie Cherie like 2 years ago, and the final song you had like the colorful dresses, and I went.
You mean the flowers?
Yeah. The green and the blue and the yellow and But wait.
There's
Like-
some tea.
No, but I went like 3 weeks ago. I went again.
Yeah.
And then the final song, I was like, oh my God.
What happened?
You and Envy had like different, like you brought your own dresses
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of the show's dresses,
Yeah.
and those new costumes were
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, usually it's Emmy and Vanessa, so they are sort of the two. We don't really have names, but we say sort of leading ladies, and then there's all these headliners and stuff. So that when one of them isn't there, I do a couple of songs extra in the show, or I fill in that space. If both of them are there, I'm in the green. But even now, we don't have the flowers anymore. So we used to have these the flower you put around your waist and then they open up sort of like you're a flower.
I didn't mean the flowers. I meant the butterflies.
Oh, the butterflies. Yeah.
Yes.
No, now it's a total different story. But even the flowers to us was like, oh my God, it's, it looks, I guess looks cute on stage, but now we replace it with the feather boas and, and I put all these feathers on the green dresses.
I saw
and
the
sort
flowers, like the flower dresses, the big flower, like that you can put on your hip or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I found them in Thailand.
Yeah, it's very Thailand. No, but you
Yeah.
buy them in Thailand. It's very Thailand. It
I was
is.
in
Or you
Thailand
buy
and I
them
was
in
walking
Thailand.
through some
Tiny.
stores and I was like, oh my God, I've seen these
It's
flowers
her.
before.
You should have tagged me in a photo. I'll be like,
Yeah.
Janey, I was shopping in Thailand. No, it's very Thailand, but this was why I didn't enjoy it as much. But yeah, we're upgrading constantly.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the show yet, y'all should quickly
Please.
go check it out because it's so much fun.
We're
And-
coming to a theater near you.
And with that being said, Janey, we have a little section called a quickie of the week. You into quickies, baby?
Let's do a quickie, babe.
Let's do a quickie.
Hi everyone, this is Faye Ferry reporting from Ferry Rotterdam, and tonight we are going to ask the quickie, and the quickie of this week is, if you would compete in Snatch Game, which character would you be? Let's find out!
Bibi Rexa.
Oh.
Because I love her.
Camerina.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Whitney Houston on crack.
Whitney Houston on crack.
Yes.
Oh, shit. And why?
Make me die in a bathtub.
I wanted to say like Statue of Liberty because you don't have to say much.
It does say a lot right now. I'm trying to find Vanity. Vanity! Aufkneipen!
Oh baby, I have to be Yudeska. I have to be Yudeska.
And what is your
Yudeska? Google her.
Yeah, and what is your plan B?
My plan B is Faye Ferry. Let me pick. Femke Louise.
And why?
She's a boss bitch. Probably Shields Dilder.
Oh, yes.
It's a smart
It is a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, we're from Rotterdam. It's a Rotterdam icon.
And it's a poem. So it's like I think it's like a shoe-in for Snatch Game. I'm here to win a Snatch Game, bitch. Oh, I will be a Rihanna, of course.
And why?
Because I love Rihanna.
Oh! Boney M.
Oh! All right, this was Faye Ferry reporting from FERRY Rotterdam. Tootsi and Mandy, back to you.
Like she works in television.
That her stealing the joke.
So Janey,
Quickie of the week.
Yes.
Oh, let's move over it really fast. Let's do that. Let's just be quick about it.
Look at you being funny.
so the question was, which character would you be in Snatch Game? I mean, you've done 2 Snatch
I
Games.
did.
You were Annie's Hilder.
Yes.
And the
James
other one,
Charles,
the famous or infamous or
The famous twunk. Everybody
Yeah,
wants to.
James Charles.
Yeah.
So
What do you want to know?
well,
How bad was it? Was it just as bad in real life as it was on my television? Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
No, I mean the thing is,
James
listen.
Charles was fun, but it was.
It wasn't, yeah, but it wasn't a fully developed out there character, and I didn't go all the way and all that stuff. But it's also just because full T, it is very much confusing and it's very difficult. Like in general, doing impersonation is very difficult, and it's not part of a lot of girls' drag every day, sort of, you know, like even if you do share on stage, you're lip syncing to a song and then you do the look is the part, you know. So being funny in a character, being comfortable in a character, to take it all the way, being, you know, relying on all that stuff. But when I did, I had a few options that I wanted to do, obviously, because you always have to put in a few options when you do it. And then I was doing sort of a run through with Ru. Where she is just, as you know, it's Ru. She's very confusing. So she was all like, you know, Janey, in a character.
Is this your RuPaul impression?
No. She's like, I want to see layers.
Okay.
And I was like, what do you mean layers? She's like, well, you know how like one week you sort of look like Christina Aguilera with blonde hair, and then the other week you did black hair and you looked like Catherine Zeta-Jones. So why not choose one of your characters, but then interpret it as if you are the actress Catherine Zeta-Jones playing the character you chose?
RuPaul
Right.
wants y'all
And
to
this was 45 minutes before we had to start
RuPaul
filming.
is messing up your mind.
Yes.
Right. 45 minutes before we started filming. And then the production was like, you got to choose now. And I was like, well, the only thing I can do in 45 minutes is James Charles because I can sort of look like him, you know? And then I was just so out of it and confused and all that crazy shit. So if I do another drag race, I would totally go for things like, I would do Jack McFarlane from Will and Grace. You know, great. Love that. Love that. Great series, but it's
the
like
ultra gay.
yeah, the ultra gay one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you would say I am just the actor, and then I would play that character because it's so gay and it's so out there, and there's 100,000 catchphrases that I know because I love the series and you can rely on.
But
and
a
all
lot
that
of
great stuff.
contestants have already done that because from what I've known and heard, you cannot do a licensed character.
Right.
So most of the times they will play the actor playing that character.
Right. You're not allowed to say, "Oh, I'm Jack McFarlane," but you can do the actor. But then, you know, like Bob the Drag Queen did it with the character from Orange is the New Black,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you know, you have to sort of wiggle your way through what is allowed and what isn't allowed. Yeah. But originally, when they asked me to do, I said I wanted to do the very first serial killer from the U.S. From the movie Monster.
Now I don't know that either.
Yeah. Oh my god! It was so funny. It was so funny because I did the shtick and it was really funny because it was just really messy. But then the BBC was like, "You can't really do that." And I was like, "Okay, well, great."
That's a shame.
Oh, you mean the two brothers?
No, it's
those are
No.
See how I'm here and I can't remember the name and it was like years ago. No, there's Charlize Theron won an Oscar for her performance playing this female serial killer, the very first female serial killer. It's hysterical, but yeah. Who would you do?
Darlene or something? Darlene?
Yeah, it's like yeah. So yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who would you do in a Snatch Game?
I wanted to ask
I've
you this
actually
as well,
thought
yeah.
about it, and I don't know, but maybe Maxima.
Ooh.
But
Why?
then the Lucky TV Maxima.
Yeah, like the sort of
Nee, meneer. Gebestigd in die sneeuw.
Ik vind niet lekker. Nee, ja, gewoon nou. Ja. Alexia, ik vind niet lekker hoor. Alexia, nee, niet een koekje pakken. Nee, Alexia, ik heb echt al gezegd tegen jou. Je mag niet doen hoor. Ja, mijn little gordita.
that would be funny. That would be funny. So what about the look part though?
I don't know, slap on a wig.
Because we played Maxima Girl in that season.
Oh yeah, you had
we did.
You had the Rusical.
Yeah, we did.
Maxima the Rusical. Now, thank you for asking me who I want to play.
I'm looking right at you, bitch.
Just kidding. No, I have a few characters in mind actually, and. Am I gonna say it? Yeah, I'll say it. Why not? My first choice or pick would be Louisa Janssen.
Love that one.
Because she's basically a drag queen at this point, right?
Yeah, she's basically a drag queen.
And she's from Limburg.
She's from Limburg. She's a trans woman. She is a personality to say the least. And I've had my run in with her once or twice. So.
Okay.
You're running?
Yeah, I've met her before.
I have some personal tea.
No,
but I
not
could
necessarily
also see you
personal
do Michelle Cox though.
Oh, you could be Rowan.
Who?
No, not
Rowan.
Isn't that the name
Her
of
husband?
Yeah, her husband.
Yeah. From yeah. But
you could be a couple.
But that's the thing. He's not as funny.
It took a twist.
No, yeah,
He's
Michelle
not as
Cox.
funny. Yes, he is funny.
Is he?
Yeah. Because she's like all out, and he.
Yeah, and he's just
He's
there.
just like the dry funny. Yeah. But that's a lot harder to pull off though, because like the hysterics is a lot sort of easier to just throw in everywhere. The dryness has to be the comedy. You have to
natural,
really nail it. Yeah.
And that's the thing with Louisa. She has so many catchphrases,
right?
Body things. That
So
she
the
does.
real question is really, did you or did you not already film an audition tape to get ready?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
A new season.
I did not expect to get there.
Okay, so let's talk about Drag Race season 3.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So,
Because,
have you?
No.
No, neither have I.
Not
I will be
yet.
very honest. I haven't filmed nothing yet. I have been slowly preparing. Call me delusional or not, but
no, it's good to be ready.
yeah, I think it's good to.
Do you
be
know
ready.
what the thing is? When the call comes and you say yes, I want to do it, and they say yes, you're in. You have about a month. So it's better to just have all of your skill sets ready, all of your ideas set like slightly there. That when you get your briefing, you can sort of make sure that on all levels you have something to offer. So it's not a bad thing.
But then
that's not Delulu. That's just like
No, of course. But let me ask you, because I heard from other Dutch girls. Sources, baby. That season 1 was on the radar for like few years already, like 3
a while,
4
yeah.
years. And you were called with other girls as well, but then you were called and the waiting was still like a few years. How did that feel like?
No, I mean, initially, the TV production company bought the rights, and that's only the start of it. We all know what's happening in the moment right now, but that's just the start of it. That's when a TV production company has to start selling it off to somebody who wants to put it on air or on a streaming service. So that sort of took a while. So they called us, because we're all, you know, we were all dying. So they called us for a different show and they got us in for a meeting, you know, like not all in the same room, but just like, yeah. So initially they were like, oh, we want to do this format and can we talk to you and chat a little bit? And I was like, sure, no worries. And we met and then they said, oh, it's actually for if you're going to be interested in Drag Race, but we want to keep it low because we're still sort of selling it off to the people. So I was like, okay, sure, yeah, I'll be interested. And then they weren't able to sell it off right away. So then it sort of just went under the radar a little bit. And then they recalled us again. And I think it's like, we're talking like, I don't know, end of 2018 up until like the beginning of 2020, something like that. It was like a little while in between, but don't set it in stone. And then they called and they were like, hey, so it looks like we're going to be able to sell this off. And then we have this list of characters and people that we talked to before. Would you be interested again? And I said, yeah, sure. And they said, okay, let's resend you the list and update everything to what's happening into your life right now. And let's meet. And then you sort of meet the first meeting. And then, you know, you obviously have to do sort of a video, like not as in the US, but we had to do a video of us introducing ourselves and just showing off a little bit so that the entire production team can see sort of whatever. And then from there on, it went all really quickly, actually. So
cute.
Yeah.
That is so. I cannot wait for that moment. If it's gonna be like
I'm
that.
scared.
Me too. But that's why you know it's good to start preparing. Even for the listeners at home, you know, even if you don't have the feeling if you're going to get on Drag Race, prepare because you never know who they're going to cast.
And it's not only about preparing for Drag Race, it's also just pushing yourself to different skill sets. That's the same thing with me with Continental. People are like, oh, I never thought you would do Continental. It's a different skill set that I wanted to master or wanted to experience and wanted to, you know, teach myself. And that's the same with Drag Race. It's just like there's all of these different things that make Drag Race really great. Not everything, Snatch Game, will be in your entire career for the rest of your life, but all of these other things will really be helpful, you know? So then it's never bad to start pushing yourself.
No, that's true.
But I remember you saying that you weren't sure if you would audition.
Yeah,
right?
you know, the thing is, it's also the financial part. Because
you could sell your car.
No, if I get the call, then I know who to call for outfits and wigs and everything. I do have the connections, but Janey's looking at me like,
She just bought 2 of my looks.
Yeah. And I sent them out for alterations. And
that's okay, girl. One
now
of the
I
zippers was
texted them
broken. We
like
know
3 times already, and I don't get a reply. So I'm like, girl, have you finished like making the garment a little bit bigger? Because I'm a little bit bigger.
That's okay.
But no. So, but I mean.
You know what it is.
You have to have like a 15K coming out of the big hat.
You don't have to.
But you want to.
You listen. A lot of the girls put a lot of money in, but you know you gotta be to whatever you can do. That's just what it is. But you don't have to. I know girls that won or got really far into their seasons from stores that they didn't do that much. They just made a lot of themselves, and you know it's just by being creative and stuff. I mean, it is nowadays we do put a lot of money into drag, but I think that also like you know remind yourself that once you get on your season, it's gonna give you a job security. That's what Drag Race does. You know, it gives you a certain frame of jobs. Don't go there, Tootsie. If you are a commercial girl that wants to work and wants to be in drag all the time and you know really pushes, there's a job security there, and you'll make your money back.
I know where you wanted to go to.
Where?
Because there's a few girls from Drag Race season 1 and 2.
Not only Holland, by the way.
That have done
no, in
America,
general. Yeah, in general.
Yeah, okay. So in general, that have done great on Drag Race, but you don't hear a lot of them from them anymore, like after Drag Race.
True.
And you know, I'm a full-time working drag queen myself right now, even without Drag Race. So Drag Race wouldn't be like a job interview for me. It would be like bringing it to the next level.
Yeah. And that's what it is. And that's what it was for a lot of us girls as well, you know.
Like having more people know about me. Because I would fit like into great parties or whatever people need me for, but they don't know me yet.
She's pretending this is the interview. She said, I do parties. I do
this, I do that.
But you are lucky with that though, because honestly, you are one of the only ones that do sing live in our drag scene. And like you said, you already do full-time drag, whatever. But if you would do Drag Race and more people would find you, you know, because they're always looking for a singing drag queen. That's why you're booked and busy. And you're really good at it. So with Drag Race, I feel like you would get more...
recognition.
More audience. Because I forgot who told me this, But someone told me that when you get on Drag Race, it doesn't mean that you're gonna work more, but it means that you're gonna work more in your field of drag, because there is so much differences in drag. You know, you have burlesque, you have singers, you have hosts, dancers, whatever. With Drag Race, you can work more in the field that you are available in, I guess, or you're good at.
But I think that's also the thing is that what you see with girls that quit drag or not, we don't hear from as much anymore and stuff. I think that, you know, you shouldn't forget it's very overwhelming.
Yes.
It's a lot. And there's no school for this. I mean, you do get sort of, you know, a psychologist that treats you through the process of reality television. You know?
You do get one?
Yeah, that's always with like big reality shows, like with all of the Big Brother, all of them, you know, even I think with The Voice and stuff, well, you know, you do have them. And they sort of teach you through the process of like, you know, what is it going to be in this intense pressure cooker of a month, being away from the outside world, not talking to your people and your banter people. And, a lot of people have never seen themselves on television, and it's very weird seeing yourself on TV. But you kind of have to see what your edit is and to know what the stakes are to be able to, you know, do your gigs with. So like, and how do you deal with that? And how do you deal with your own voice? So there's that process of it. But other than that, they sort of throw you into a sea of, go have fun.
Sharks, yeah.
You know, so it's a lot. And I think it's very overwhelming. And for a lot of girls that do Drag Race and they do well and they go into the pool of working and then they go, ooh, it's a little bit much. And I don't know if it's for me. And, you know, and I want a comfortable life. And, you know, the fans have opinions and people text you and social media. And it's like this, you know, it's this layer of jobs that just get pushed into you basically started doing drag because you enjoy doing drag and entertaining, you know? So, and I think that it's not made for everyone. It's really not made for everyone. But just allow yourself the process of finding what your pool is, like you said, like finding out where it is you belong and what it is that you do. And, you know, forever in my career, the one tip that I always got from people is knowing what you can do, but also knowing what you cannot do and just don't do it, you know?
Oh, that's a good advice.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you, though, because
I wanted to say like half of drag country Holland are you listening to this? Know what you cannot do.
I didn't put it out as a read. You did. It's just great advice. It's like no, but it's true. I don't sing live.
I don't dance.
I mean, we've all seen that.
And you don't sing.
We've all seen the episode with Jade. I'm reminded at least once a month online where we all go with the same clip where Jade goes, so, when you couldn't sing, why did you decide to sing? And I did put out a song, and it was a great release, and you know, it was really fun. I made a song with Lady B, and it was really fun, and it was just sort of to reclaim the episode, whatever. But it was one of those moments where I was like, you know, I never really tried to sing. It would be great if I could sing, but I just can't sing. I just don't have the melody. I don't have any idea what tone or note or anything I'm singing in. So it's just crazy. But Jade was really nice and we were still in touch. So that was really sweet. So that was, you know, she was like, don't let it ruin your life. But yeah. So no, I don't sing, but I like to dance, you know.
Yeah. You are good at dancing too.
Thank you.
Yes. We talked tiny bit here and there about, you know, your experience on Drag Race, UK versus the world.
Yes.
You were the very first Dutch girl to go international.
Yes.
Season 1, right?
Yeah. Girl, how was that?
I mean, I always say this. I was very fortunate, very lucky that I did 2 seasons of Drag Race. That was the first of the seasons. Yeah. So I did the very first Drag Race Holland, where we all know they sort of had to find out how to produce and how to make that work. And I did the very first UK versus the world. Mm-hmm. So that's where you sort of, you know, it's all just kind of new and all that. But listen, we finished Drag Race. They started airing 3 weeks after, because in this country we do that. And we had the finale in I think it was the last week of November, or somewhere in November. And Envy won. She went into press craziness. I got COVID. Because it was 2020. It was that heavy COVID year. Yeah. I was in bed for about a month.
Oh my God.
Really sick. I had no taste and all that. I really got it. I had it, but also because I was exhausted. The virus really got me at
you got you, gal.
The ideal moment, girl. So I was in bed for about a month, but I did a lot of interviews where I said, get me on Drag Race, get me on Drag Race, get me on All Stars. And then I started receiving an email and they were like, hey, so we saw this interview from you. Did you do this in Dutch and did they translate, or did you do this in English? And do you have any video material of you speaking English? And I was like, oh, what are they? What is this about?
They want to know how good your English is,
what
girl.
Are they, you know, what is that? And then I think it was a little bit after, but at the beginning of the year, it was probably January beginning of February, I got the call and they were like, would you be interested? I said, I would definitely be interested. And they say you have about 4 days to sign your contract.
4 days.
And if you sign
You were like, I only need 2 minutes,
bitch,
baby.
but no, bitch, because that's a 36-page contract, bitch. I need all 4 days of those. And then you sign, and then you get your, within a week, you get your briefing. And then a month later, you're on. And
That's
you're
wild.
you're in the plane. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then we did full 2 weeks of quarantine.
Yeah.
By ourselves.
But how did you prepare if you were like on the plane like 3-4 weeks after?
4 weeks after, yeah.
So you had like 3.5 weeks basically
Yeah,
to prepare.
4 weeks. Let's
and get
put it
all
at
your
4 weeks.
outfits
Yeah.
and stuff. 3.5 weeks is short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
especially
very
like-
short. And you have to put it in 5 suitcases.
Yes.
And not only that, the suitcases are limited to amount of kilos, like to the weight. It's not like, oh, just push it in and you're going to be fine. No, they weigh your
Tootsi,
weigh
you'll be
your luggage.
fine.
She'll be fine with the
Just
little
5
bitch with the
bras
2
and, like,
piece.
Jesus. Like,
No, wait a
rhinestones and
second.
everything.
I did not come here to be red to fill for my
It's
drag
okay.
costumes.
I remember the days
Tootsie's
when I
like
had
5
2
suitcases.
pieces.
I only need 1.5.
I was about to say 5 suitcases. That's a lot. I only need one
Baby.
ponytail. Oh, cute.
And she'll come far too. It's like that's just what
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
that's
No, 4
annoying.
weeks. You just listen. You panic. Start calling everyone. You have to call in some favors, whatever. And it's literally, yeah. I think we filmed in August, and I was back in the studio at like in March, filming the 2nd season. So that's
crazy. You've done a lot.
that's 6 months.
So
7
let's
months. Yeah.
so let's recap a little, like everything that you've done. You've done Drag Race season 1,
Yes.
Holland,
Yes.
and then Drag Race UK versus the World season 1. You've done Wie is de Mol all together now.
All together now.
Am I missing any shows?
Well, we're doing Make Up Your Mind.
Make Up Your Mind, of course.
Yes. Which I did at 1 full season and then 1 episode, and we're about to start filming for the new season.
And can we know, are you in the entire season as well? Or is that secret still?
What do you mean? If I'm like a jury for the whole
yeah.
season? No, I'm jury for
Oh,
the whole
cute,
season.
cute,
Yeah,
cute. I really
for sure.
enjoyed
Yeah,
that,
we're doing
yeah.
a full season, and we've been coaching the contestants. That's sort of months for preparation, all that stuff. But yeah, I do the full season again. So that's nice. So we're doing that.
But do you have like any favorite? Like, is there a gig you've done in the past where like, oh my god, that was like my favorite gig ever?
I mean, there's so many because I think that every time you do something that's like on your wish list, oh, that's really great, then, that becomes a moment. And then it's the same with the call for the mole. Never, ever in my wildest dreams did I think they were going to call me. I thought they were calling me for Big Brother. I was like, oh, secret phone calls? What's going on?
Oh, so Big
it's like-
Brother
so like every
call.
single time, like we all have that in our careers. Like, oh, I've dreamt of being on that stage and I do that stage. I hosted Dem Square and all that stuff. I mean, one in particular I would have to say is Ziggo Dome with Vanessa and Envy when we did the pre-show for Work the World, which like, that's like all Drag Race fans based, the Netherlands people in Europe coming together and doing that gig. But even, the tours I did with Voss events in the US and the tours throughout the UK in the years that I did UK versus the World, there's so many, there's too many to be named. Even the Maurits House was a very special one. TV shows are very special. Filming The Mole is like a month of craziness. There's so many of them. And so many still to come.
Oh,
really?
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Do you have anything you can tell? Yeah, sorry, Tootsie, but do you have anything you can tell us?
No,
like
I
anything
cannot.
to come?
No, because you've not signed an NDA, so we cannot. No, I mean, for this year, just look out. Definitely Cherie. We're doing the tour. Make Up Your Mind is coming. Obviously, we're pushing again into the season, festival season with Berserkers, and we did international stuff. We went to Hungary and Germany and all that stuff. So that is really building itself out. And there's definitely some cute things on the way or that I'm working on that I can't talk about, but that I'll hope become a reality.
So if you want to know what it is, follow Miss Janey online. Where can they find you?
At Janey JACKE on all platforms or Janey JACKE at OG on X.
Oh, X.
Whatever that is.
It's Twitter X.
Formerly being known as Twitter.
Yeah, just find me on Instagram. That's really where I do all of my stuff because I'm a millennial. Fuck TikTok. I can't.
And she
deal
has a
with
link.
that,
She has a link tree on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
So,
for tickets to the shows. Yeah.
So Janey, I would like to thank you like very much for being here today with us.
Thanks for having me, girls.
Of course. And thank you so much again for the gift. That was
You're
really sweet of you.
welcome.
Thank you so
yeah.
much.
And as you noticed, I don't shut up. I just keep talking.
But I like that. No, I like, thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
thanks.
being here. Thank you for being our guest.
Really.
And, Mandy, you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you as
Hope
well.
to see you on
Tootsi.
season
Yeah.
3. We'll see.
And you know who am I gonna thank as well?
Well, tell us.
Well, the listener, of course.
Oh my
So
God.
everyone who's been listening to this, this is episode 6, so that means there are 5 episodes to find on Spotify. And you know what? If you subscribe to Spotify to Manic Monday podcast, you get a notification.
And also on YouTube, by the way, with video and everything, girl.
Yeah, so there's a video on the podcast. So if you're listening to this, you can also look at your phone and you can see what we look like. Very cute.
I've been listening on Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcast. Oh, we're
Also
on all
available.
Yes, maybe we're on all platforms. And with that being said, go follow us. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And see you next week.
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye. Wow.